Huh. That's weird. Okay. See if I hear anything. I can hear myself. Oh gosh. That tea's so lovely. Now I need to alert everyone. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Oh, do that. Don't do that. Dang. Okay. Put myself. Fuck it. Oh, I see how this looks here. Okay, you can kind of see it. Hmm. Yeah, that might be better. Bow, bow, bow. Well, welcome everyone to the stream. Uh, why are you not showing me? Kind of want it in real time. Okay, sorry. Okay. Morning, everyone. I know I'm a little bit later than usual, but eh, eh. I also know that I missed last week. I had a good reason. We're gonna hit continue. Is that seriously when we first saved? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Just gonna sit down. You, are you displeased with my attitude that you'll start acting like some delinquent girl? This is bad. I guess being polite was the right choice. Just forget she said that. Well, it's not like I mind whether you speak casually to me with me or not, but that sounded somewhat defiant. Excuse me, could you bring my coffee to this table and a cafe au lait for her? Very well. And he's big. He's scary. What do you have to say? If you have something to complain about, you should just blurt it all out like you normally do. And once you do so, I will refute your points as usual. But if you stay quiet, I won't know why you're discontent. Ah, or are you afraid of losing an argument and that's why you're saying nothing? Laudable decision. If you understand how this all goes, why don't you also learn how to swallow your pride and apologize while you're at it? That would just solve everything. It's not like I'm particularly angry. This isn't even a level worthy of getting angry. And I still don't understand why our conversations always need to turn into arguments. He says he doesn't know, yet he's talking like he's looking for one. Those nothing messages are annoying, and his high horse attitude is irritating, and his lack of empathy and size are scary. I can't even imagine how unhappy you were before losing your memories. But if he doesn't understand that he's coming off this way, one possible option is to apologize and try and end this fighting. What could you be so discontent about? Is there some reason you can't talk about it? Then why did you even come here? You were quite angry yesterday. Could you stop being quiet like this? If you have a complaint, tell me. I don't like your attitude. Ah, I see. An answer I expect from you. It is very much like you. Although I'm not surprised at your response, the cause of your displeasure is still ambiguous to me. Why you seem upset? And what do you mean by that attitude? Are things that I'd like to know. Our arguments have always been so disconnected at the most basic level, it's almost intriguing. Ah, it looks like you managed to recreate the same attitude as before, but he seems really mad still. You aren't going to talk back? What's wrong with you today? You're behaving very strangely. I feel as though I'm in the wrong. Let's stop this. I didn't come here with a desire to fight. I simply wish to know what you think is the problem. If you can't tell me now, you can tell me about it later. I don't mind if you text it to me either. If there's nothing for us to discuss at the present, we should leave. I've been sitting here a long time after all. You really are acting strangely today. Excuse me, can you add this table's bill to my own? I understand. Please wait a minute. Phew, looks like we somehow managed to get through it. Although we didn't do much, you stayed quiet for the most part and he explained everything himself. Seeing how he doesn't know the reason you were mad at him, it must have not been a serious problem. So sorry. And if it was about cheating or debt or violence or another big problem like that, he would have mentioned it. Why are you spacing out like that? Let's pay the bill and leave. I'll cover today's expenses. Wait, you aren't very good at calculations. I think it'd be helpful if you improved that skill for daily use. If you can quickly calculate the total bill in your head, I'll pay for it all. If not, we'll split it half and half. Wait, what's this all of a sudden? She's got her hands full enough with amnesia, you brute. The blend that I ordered was 670 yen, and what you had was 780 yen. What's the total? 1350 yen. Incorrect. You really aren't a student worth teaching. Wait, his student? Sorry, but I'll have you pay for half. This is for your own good. Now then, let's go. What what do you mean by student? Could this be a forbidden love between a teacher and a student? Or maybe you're just a teacher and student without any love involved. No, he was talking about dating and relationships earlier. There's no mistaking that he's your boyfriend, right? And he left while we were thinking, let's chase after him. Let's take a little walk. More importantly, about being a student. Wait, he's walking away, or he's walking way too fast. Is this a race or something? Yurika, he's gonna leave you behind. Where could he be going? Uh, does he not have anything to talk to you about? Yurika, maybe you can say something. Wait, you shouldn't do so carelessly. The train station? Are we gonna go somewhere on a train? Wait, we're still walking? Hey, I kind of remember this place from when we were on our way here. Isn't this pretty close to your house? Could he just be walking you home? Ah, we're back, so he really did walk you home. He's really unsociable, but maybe he's a gentleman at heart? Do you want to walk more? What? I'm not particularly interested in doing anything, but are you? If so, let me know. I don't even understand what he's talking about. What was the point of all this power walking, for exercise? Why did we walk all this way? Did you not understand my intentions? This was supposed to be a date. A date, this? When I asked a friend what kind of actions newly dating couples should take, he told me to walk aimlessly around the station and such. I simply did as he said, but what meaning was there to this? I'm pretty sure that your friend meant that you should go do things like window shopping. I don't really understand how men and women should go about dating. I know that I'm repeating myself, but if you have any requests or complaints, I'd like you to tell me directly. There's nothing in particular you desire. I'll return to the university. I'll message you later. He left. Huh. This sure was a strange time. Well, we know for sure that Kent's your boyfriend, and that you've only just started going out. He said that you're a student, but he's too young to be a college professor. Maybe he tutored you, or something like that. There's no denying he's a serious guy, though. The issue is that he's too serious and takes everything the wrong way. I'm sure he'd worried about you if you told him about your amnesia, and there's also pretty much a 100% chance he'd take you to the hospital. At least there's no urgent problems to address. Let's just keep getting more information about him from you. And he's texting you already. You said you're not satisfied with just good morning and good night, so what else would you like me to write? It looks like he's talking about your he's taking your previous complaints pretty seriously. Well, if the you before lost your memories really was in love with him, you probably wanted to hear some kinder words. For example, things like, I want to see you, or I love you. I guess the source of your fight really was these cold messages. That's really a silly question. You two are a couple, all right. So, how do you think you want to respond to this message? What? After you complained so much yesterday? You were so stubborn about it. What's the sudden change of mind? I'm trying to adapt to what you consider a relationship. I prefer if you express your complaints. To be honest, I'm not very capable at texting the way that you like. It would be much easier if I could just send short messages. What a complicated man. It was probably bothersome, but it seems like he wanted to score points with his girlfriend. A difficult situation. Let's see. Anyway, it looks like we found a somewhat solid source of information, and that's more than enough for today. He's pretty weird, but at the very least, he doesn't seem like a bad person. It would be good to stay in contact with him. The day might even come where he'll listen to a ridiculous story like you have a spirit possessing you and not make fun of you. I miss Kent of the love. Yeah, the chances of that can't possibly be zero. It's okay, don't worry. I'm sure your memories will come back, and I'll be with you until then. Tomorrow we should go and do a full search of the room. We didn't get a chance to check everything today. Ah. But for today, you're pretty tired, so let's get some rest. You know what, Ryan? You're right. End stream. Nah, I'm joking. We're gonna get through this. Wait a minute, what's that? Flip to the back page of the notebook you were looking through. Looks like stuff is written here for your schedule for August. I wonder what these red circles on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of each week mean. If we think about it, normal things would happen on the same days every week would be a part-time job or club activities, right? For example, let's say that the schedule or that this is the schedule of your club activities. Clubs usually have many members. You'd know everyone there and they'd expect you to show up. If you don't show up and don't say anything on those days, they'll start to wonder why you're gone and come looking for you. Let's see. Today is Tuesday. The next red circle is on Thursday. So we have 2 days, not including today. It would be a problem if we don't figure out what this is and prepare for it. For now, the only possible leads for information are the 3 people we know you knew before losing your memories. That includes your boyfriend Kent and also the servers who seemed to know you at the cafe yesterday. And it seems like you weren't going out for long, but Kent is your boyfriend, so maybe we should go to him first? What? He's got really great timing. This guy is good. This is perfect. You can look for an opportunity to get information of your plans out of him. You aren't coming today? What? You don't have work today. Let me guess. You're still angry about the day before yesterday. I'll apologize again if you want. I'm sorry about that day. So, are you not going to come today? Wait. Did you have some sort of plans to meet Kent today? He said that you don't have work today, so that means that you have a custom of meeting on days when you didn't have work. And wait, work? Those red circles in your notebook are work days? This is really bad. You don't remember anything. What should we do? Is there any way of getting him to tell you about your job? Then we could figure it out or what to do beforehand. What's wrong? Do you have plans? Do you want to meet me at my work? Why? Oh, don't ask why. I don't dislike that cafe, but I don't feel any need to go there. Do you like your workplace that much? However, you desire to go to your workplace on a day off? That's quite commendable in a way. You were just there yesterday, after all. What? Ah, I see. I'm sure you forgot something at the cafe yesterday. You believed that I would make fun of you if you told me, so you tried to come up with a reason to go. Am I correct to assume this? You never appeared to have any issue with blunt honesty, so this level of thought is unusual. However, perhaps you may have heard this. A wise man once said, inadequate ideas are worse than none at all. Stop being a jerk, kid. I know we're bad ending. Yeah, that's right. Be a jerk. So to sum it up, the cafe yesterday is where you work. It's actually pretty lucky that we found out where you work, and we only got made fun of a little in exchange. I see now. That's the reason why the waiters knew your name and recognized you. Now then, what should I do? I'm appreciative of the offer, but I'd like to continue progress on my research. What? I thought he's saying that you should meet today. If my insensitive idea is correct, you could just retrieve your forgotten item, then come here. There's enough time for that. Wait a minute. He said come here. Here, but where here? Kent's house? We don't know. It's possible the best to have tea or something at work and watch what they're doing. While you do, Eureka, how will you answer him? What? Your work skills? It's been 4 months since you started. How bad are you at learning? Did you make a mistake? Regardless, all you have to do is ask to borrow their work manual and come here when you're finished. See you later. He just said what he wanted and then hung up. But borrowing a work manual is a really good idea. I didn't even know that they had one. Okay, let's go to Mato no Hichuji. Welcome back, Matt. Oh, it's just you. I know it's yesterday too, but this guy seems really antisocial, don't you think? Eh. Is it really okay for a butler to be like this? Eh. People have real lives. There's an event in the Moonshine Room today. It's a full house. Oh, he's right. The cafe is full of people today. In that case, as a staff member, it wouldn't be good to take up a seat. Yep. I came to borrow a manual. A manual? Ah, last week you forgot to give a customer a teaspoon. I didn't know. Your desire to learn is admirable. As a manager, I permit you to take the manual with you. Ah, so this person's the manager. Here's the manual. I guess we should thank him. He just nodded and left. He seemed almost like a ghost. That's the making of a good butler. The manager was a little scary, but it's good that you managed to borrow the manual from him. We can't observe the cafe today, but it should be fine if you have this to read. 2 more days until Thursday, which is the day you probably have work. If we study the manual really thoroughly, I'm sure you'll do fine without your memories. So let's see. Next we're supposed to go over and see Kent. But we don't know where he is, so let's just try going back home first. Ah, it's Kent. Why is he walking here? Did he come to pick you up or something? And it seems like he's deep in thought, and he just bumped into a telephone pole. Huh? This pole is in the way. Eureka, you're finished already. I came to pick you up. Let's go. Is he just ignoring the fact that he walked right into a pole? And where are we going? What's wrong? Aren't you coming? It doesn't seem like you want to come over today. Are you still concerned about the day before yesterday? If you have a complaint, I want you to be upfront with me. I told you I'd listen. Of course, right as I'm streaming, my allergies decide to kick in. Or is it something else? Do you want to break up already? Heh, in that case, that's quite a magnificent change of mind. Hasn't even been a week since we started going out. Are you already waving the white flag? Wait, it hasn't even been a week yet? No, not a single thing in response. I honestly expected a barrage of chatter from you as usual. And besides, he's the one who came to pick you up. Why is he acting so bitter towards you? Normally, aren't couples who've been going out a week all over each other making happy and embarrassing memories? I mean, depends on how you date, I guess. Oh god, this is hurting today. What's with the sour relationship? So, do you dislike the idea of coming over? No, I'm coming. I see, then that's good. I hear the first stage of dating is to spend as much time together as possible. This is quite concerning, since yesterday you've been far too quiet. That's not saying that I desire to argue with you. I simply wish to understand your intentions. Then you shouldn't be. Then he shouldn't talk to you so belligerently. If we are in agreement, then let's go. Should we go? Well, seeing how methodical this guy is, I highly doubt that you'd be in any physical danger. If we just agree to follow him, we'll find out where he lives. This might actually be a pretty good chance. Huh, he lives in such a place like this in the city. It looks pretty affluent. Feel free to come right in. My parents aren't home today either. Feel anything, Eureka? I'm sure you've been here before. Can you remember anything? Oh, that's unexpected. Look, there are decorative plants all over the desk. Huh, I thought he would be or he'd have a colder superstar room. But maybe he's actually quite a softie at heart. He is, and I miss that side of him. Huh? The pots have labels. Fluid, vegetable juice, hamster food, or nutrient hamster food, interval once per week. Wait, what's this? What's he doing? And the next one? Fluid, lactic beverage, nutrient bird food, interval once per week. What is it? Is there some sort of anomaly in the yogurt grass? That's a weird name if I've ever heard of one. It seems that there's no issue. Sit down and read a book or something. I'm behind on preparing my slides and I've wasted too much time between yesterday and today. He brings you over and then just leaves you alone? He said he steady relationships, but I seriously think he needs a refresher. I don't know if this is work or research, but I think it would be natural for you to have been upset before you lost your memories. Oh well, it's not like you have any memories of liking him now. Besides, you need to go through the manual for work before Thursday comes around. Let's not worry about Kent and just study for work on our own. Oh, it's already pretty late. Ha, we studied a lot. Huh? Are you leaving? We're going home. It's already getting dark outside, right, Eureka? You aren't getting angry today. What changed since the day before yesterday? I don't understand at all. Huh, what does he mean? Did something similar happen the day before yesterday? Yet you aren't angry today for some reason? I'm sure the reason you were getting mad before you lost your memories was because you liked Kent. You liked him, so you got mad that he didn't pay attention to you. And he sent you those crazy short messages. Huh, I see. So you must have really liked him before you lost your memories. This might sound rude, but I don't understand what you liked about this guy. You've been acting really strange since yesterday. Oh well, I'll show you to the door. Hey, Eureka, I really wonder what kind of relationship you built with him. He hardly talks and you weren't going out for long. Maybe, or can we really get information from him? Mm. God, that's so, what's that so early in the morning, a message? I forgot to mention this earlier, but I'm normally at the university laboratory on Wednesday. If you don't have any other plans, you can come by. Have you visited CHE University before? It's near your house, so you should be able to get there easily, so long as you have a sense of direction, but if something happens, call me. What? He doesn't have to call his girlfriend to the university laboratory. And if you go, you'll probably just get ignored again like yesterday. And the fact that he's asking whether you've been there before or not probably means that you go to a different university than him. I guess this isn't forbidden love between a teacher and a student. Darn. Well, the fewer obstacles, the better. But I wonder what kind of student you were to him back then. And I'm sure the details concerning why you started to go out are is an important part of your memories. We really need to find out more about your relationship with Kent. Anyways, want to try going to this university laboratory? He told us the name of the university. So we should be able to get there on our own if we look it up online first. But it's not like you get any stimulation at home. You can just bring the work manual and read it while you sit with Kent again. Okay, now it's decided. Let's get changed and go to CHE University. I mean, with how I am personally, I'd rather sit home and chill. But, yeah. Alright, we arrived without a problem. It was almost too easy. Kent said that he's in the laboratory, but I wonder which laboratory exactly. It's only been a week since you started going out, but you probably would have known in the past. It would be bad if we were like, which laboratory are you in again? What should we do? He said to call you if you got lost, but he would make fun of you for sure. I'll try calling Kent. Okay, but you better prepare for some sarcasm. Alright, also don't ask which laboratory. You just need to tell him that you're lost, and I doubt he'll suspect you have amnesia. You got lost? I thought this was happening. I was thinking of going to find you and just stepped outside when you called. Where are you now? Just stay there and don't move. You came this far and got lost? There are plenty of people around here who know where my lab is. You should have asked someone. Really don't think ahead, do you? But the fact that you relied on me is, I mean, this might have been the first time you've ever called me. The fact that you chose me rather than asking a stranger for directions was the optimal choice. Anyway, let's go. What was that? Is he embarrassed? And you two are dating yet this is the first time you've ever called him? You weren't replying to the messages either, right? Why not? Didn't you like Kent? You're both so complicated. Yeah, I know. Come in. Make yourself at home. This is a shared room used by graduate students for mathematics research, but in reality, it's more like my own private room. There's rarely anyone here on Wednesdays especially, so my friends just come in as they please. You can relax. Ah, he left you alone again, just as I thought. He said to relax, but it's hard to feel at home in what looks like a workplace. Also, it sounds like Ken is enrolled in the math program, or at least that's what I gather. I wonder what he's researching. He said this is for graduate students, so he must be a graduate student too. I want to ask him a lot of things, but I also feel like we'd be getting in the way, and we need to study for work. What will you do? Will you try talking to him? Oh, well, the main thing you need to do is study for work. Okay, let's take out the manual. I'm so tired. It's already evening. What will you do? Will you go home? Huh? Don't stand in her way like that. You're really tall and scary. Why haven't you become angry? Why haven't you complained? Your attitude is far too questionable. What happened to you after our fight 3 days ago? Could you also? Am I making foolish assumption that you're tired of arguing too? Huh? I've heard that the first stage of dating is being together as much as possible. But when is the first stage considered complete? I don't know what changes occurred by our simple being together, but your attitude really has changed. How should I perceive this? If your feelings toward me have changed even a little, Don't move. You move, you die. What? Who's that? EQ. It seems my senses have dulled. I didn't notice your intrusion. Victory is mine, Ken. Do you have any last words for your family? I see. Tell them I fought bravely. I shall. What? What's with this conversation? What are they doing? Who's this guy? Now, you have to check my answer. I've solved your math puzzle. It's correct. You've improved, EQ. That's thanks to you, Ken. Huh? Who is he? Is he Ken's friend? Who's this cute girl? Is she a math student? Why aren't you saying anything? Her name's Yurka. She's the woman I'm currently dating. What? Dating? Really? Like, seriously? This isn't another experiment or research or some kind of weird study, is it? No. Hi, Miki. It's nice to meet you. Please don't be put off by this guy's dumb nickname for me. What are you doing? Haha, can't you tell? This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see you get jealous, and I'm not going to miss it. Hey, look into my eyes, just like that. EQ, this is the one thing I won't forgive you for. Whoa, scary. Ken, I thought you didn't believe in my power. Or are you worried after seeing it all this time? Looks like your boyfriend is getting really jealous. But how do you feel? Wouldn't you prefer me? What's with this narcissist? Sure, Ken acts like he does, but this guy's even worse. What do you mean? I've told you about this before. You see, his eyes are. Oh, wait a second. What? It's not working? Looks like it. You're kidding, really? Sorry, Ken. Mind if I seduce her? I really need to do this. Of course I mind. All right, fine then. This is a surprise. So there are girls that this doesn't work on. Hmm? What's he talking about? What's not working? Is he using hypnosis or something? Yurika, allow me to introduce you. I told you about him before. He is a no good friend of mine. He believes his eyes have a similar effect as an aphrodisiac. No, they really do have that effect. This is the first time I've met a girl it doesn't work on. I got it. Is it possible that you can be so in love with Ken that you can resist the power of my eyes? Impossible. Wait, why are you the one denying it, Kent? She doesn't like me. In fact, I'm almost certain she hates me. Yurika, what do you mean? What do you think he means? Hello, are you listening? I fully understand your dislike for me. More than I'd like to, in fact. Actually, the words dislike might not describe it well enough. I could even say that I'm hated by you. That's what I believe. Oh, wow! What's wrong, Yurika? What, my head's spinning. Yurika, are you okay? What happened? Are you okay? Is this anemia? Don't push yourself. Just lay down like that for a while. I apologize. I may have made you remember something terrible. This seems complicated. Not really. It'd be quite simple if you heard it, especially for you. Oh, really? Then maybe I'll hear you out over some drinks later. Very well. Wait a second. You should listen. Let us listen in too, right, Yurika? Can I go too? What are you saying? You just collapsed a moment ago. And you're not at the drinking age yet. You didn't hear him say that this would be over drinks? Ah, the immovable wall of age is stopping us from gathering the information that we need. Sorry, but this will be a talk between men. Ugh, a gender barrier too? This is so unfair. I'll get my things ready. You go home when you feel better, Yurika. Huh, it's over. We can't help it. We'll just go home for today. Today sure was surprising. It's unfortunate that we couldn't hear the nitty gritty of the matter, but getting that memory back was a huge step forward. I think the thing we saw before you got dizzy was one of your old memories. The sudden shock of that memory rushing back probably was what knocked you off balance. If that event left an intense impression on you before you lost your memories, but it's the first memory to come back from total nothingness, after all. I I could even say that I'm hated by you. Huh? Kent is a weird guy, but I don't see any reason why you'd go so far as to hate him. And did you really not like Kent before? Kent always says that you were constantly arguing before, and maybe they weren't lovers' quarrels. Anyways, for today, we should just get some rest. You've got 3 days of work starting tomorrow. Mm. It's the morning of your first day of work. Are you prepared? You get the manual to find out rules and ways of doing things at work. If you remember the content, you should be able to work without having any major issues, but when you're actually working, unexpected situations can arise. Huh? Is she looking at you? Good morning. She greeted you pretty coldly and just walked off. She did greet you though. Do you think that she's your junior at work or maybe at your school? Oh, she just walked into an alley. Oh, it looks like there's a back entrance to the building here. I see. I bet that's the entrance for employees. All right, let's follow her. Good morning. You're both pretty late today. Ah, Toma, good morning. Wow, that was so friendly. I expected a waterfall of flowers to shoot out of her face. Isn't her attitude too different from what we saw earlier? I don't know why, but Yurika was just standing around or at the cafe entrance. Maybe she did something to make the manager mad? I see, now I'm worried. Even I get the chills when Waka gets angry. I know, every time I feel his silence, I just think about quitting. I agree. Yurika, if there's anything you don't understand, let me know before Waka finds out. Also, try not to take it to heart if he gets mad at you. Oh, goodness. Haha, Toma, you really are a nice guy. I hope you take care of me if I need to help, or care of me if I need help too. Of course I don't mind, but I feel like you're just a little over reliant on me, mine. Oh, you noticed. Although I completely understand why it would be hard to ask Waka. I see, so the man that who talked to you when you came here before to meet Kent, his name's Toma, right? He seems really nice. And this girl is mine. She's cute, but deep down, she's hiding a horrible attitude. It sounds like this Waka guy's your boss or superior. Maybe he's the manager from before? Ah, when did the manager appear? Right, I should get changed. I'm sorry. I'll do that right away. Amazing, he didn't have to say anything. I need to go make some preparations. I'll go going now. I wonder if I'll expect you to be able to read his mind too. Anyways, you should change. If you copy mine, you should be fine. So this is your uniform. It's supposed to be made. I guess it's Japanese style. It looks really good on you. Just smile if you make a mistake, and I'm sure everyone will forget about it. Being a girl sure has its perks. Anyway, it's time to harvest the fruits of your labor. Alright, you're getting by. I think you're doing fine, but maybe it's worse than it looks. The manager's eyes are really scary. But I think you're doing well, seeing that you have no memories. What's this? Are you not feeling well today? Leave us alone. She's doing amazingly, all things considered. It's over. Well, for not having memories, you worked really hard. But the manager looks bad. Why are you worse than before? Sorry, let's just apologize for now. Why? Why? Ah! When we get home, let's study the manual again. At this rate, we'll die from his scary eye curse. And I don't want you to die just because you have amnesia. Haha, so he really did get mad. We'll work harder. So you don't get cursed, and mine won't make fun of you anymore. But still, today sure was tiring. It's only natural. You're working without memories. That's just asking for too much. Sorry for putting you through this, but I really think you did a good job. At least they thought that you just weren't feeling well, and they didn't go so far as starting to suspect you. Hey, you have a message. Good work today. Did he calculate the time you get home from work to send this? Wow, it's a brief message just like the other ones from before, but it feels so rewarding after our studying. What happened to Kent? Why does he suddenly understand how to be a supportive boyfriend? Oh, you do? How will you reply? That's right. Judging from your past attitude, it would be safer not to reply. It seems like you never replied to him before, anyway. Oof. Alright, that should do it for a reply. Ken said that he'd try as much as he could to spend time with you, but you might not be able to see him until you're done with work in 3 days. There are still a lot of things we don't know about him. I guess we shouldn't worry about it for now. Let's do our best tomorrow. Good morning. We reviewed the manual enough and we have all that practice from yesterday. I'm sure today will go well. Alright, let's show the manager in mine. Good morning. Who's this? What are you doing? Not going to change? The manager's going to shoot his eye lasers. So she's another coworker. I guess the people here yesterday weren't your only coworkers. She's pretty friendly, unlike mine. Maybe you two get along? Oh, Sour, you're here. You always barely make it on time. Good morning, Toma. I'm just not a morning person. Well, it's kind of unusual for this one to be so spaced out in the morning. Yeah, that reminds me, you were acting strange yesterday, too. Wait, were you really? She made mistakes she never would have normally and then got scolded by Waka. Seriously? That's strange. Could it have been another fight with her boyfriend? Is that what happened, Yurika? I could give you some advice. Hey, Toma, as her best friend and someone who understands a maiden's heart, I should be the one giving her advice. Men don't need to get involved in things like these. You'll just complicate things. I guess. All right, I'll leave it to you, Sawa. What if you're going to talk? Do it later. If you don't get changed soon, Waka will show up. All right, let's go get changed, Yurika. Just keeping your mouth shut and listen and give us some good information. Now we know that girl's name is Sawa and that you two get along pretty well. She probably knows a lot of things about you. We should talk to her more later. Anyway, for now, let's just get the work that needs to get done. Alright, unlike yesterday, things are going to be a lot better. Yeah, the customers aren't giving you strange looks either. Let's keep it up and get through this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm feeling it. It's all over. We're all burned out. Nice work today. Wait, are you all worn out? Are you okay? Now I think about it, you've been looking tense all day. The manager. Good. That's a relief. Wow, the manager was just glaring at you. You must have been acting, or you really must have been acting strange yesterday. What happened to you? Are you worrying about something to do with Kent? Kent, I'm kind of curious as to what she has to say, but I just want to rest now. Well, in reality, you're the one who was running around and having a hard time, but not me. But because we're merged, I can feel all your fatigue, anxiety, things like that. If I wanted to, I guess I could always cut off my connection to your senses. But then I wouldn't understand as much about you if I did. Wow, you look gloomy. Is it really that bad? Don't tell me you guys are at the point of breaking up. Wait, does she think that you're worrying about Kent? Or are you worried about him going to study abroad now that you're dating? Sorry. Even though you knew what's going on, it was for a whole year. That's a long time. Studying abroad? Kent going to London to study at the end of the month would make me worried too, regardless whether you knew about it beforehand or not. Once you start going out, you're always together. It's sad to start a long distance relationship after all that. Oh. Wait. We haven't heard this before. There were no hints at all like that from Kent. He's planning to go studying abroad in a month? Are you feeling sad? You can talk to me about it. I don't know. I'm really wondering if you felt sad about it before losing your memories. Believe I'm supposed to hit that one. Wait, did I misunderstand? Then could it be the previous issue? Are you always fighting even now after you've started dating? I think you're partially at fault for that too. If you're both prone to arguing, of course you'll end up fighting. One of you has to give in. What? Both of you are so proud. You should be a little bit more upfront. He's going to be going really far off soon. Now's the time to dote on him more. Hey, it just occurred to me, but isn't she talking under the assumption that you liked Kent? But Kent was saying that you might have even hated him. It sounds like you never told anyone, even your best friend Sawa, that you hated Kent. Did you like him or not? This is so confusing. Well, anyway, what are you trying to say? Is if you ever need to vent, feel free to talk to me anytime. I'm sure Kent will be busy until the 25th with the conference and all, so you might not be able to see him much. But if you only have a month left together, you can't be so gloomy. You need to treasure this time. Anyway, I'm gonna be going home first. Wait, hold on, tell us more about it. Sawa. She left. Today sure was tough again. But about the studying abroad thing, I wonder how you and Kent felt about it. Kent says that he wants to see you any chance he gets, but being apart for a whole year is okay? I don't know what this conference on the 25th is, but I guess he's going to be busy preparing for it. He's going out of his way to see you, and maybe that's why you end up doing separate things when you're together. How does Kent really feel? Does he really want to see you? Speaking of whom, it looks like he sent you a message. You have Sunday off, right? Let's meet. Blunt as always, but at least he's asking you out on a date, right? Ugh, there's no feeling to this. Do you feel anything from this, Yurika? Can't he put a little bit more emotion into it when he asks you out? He could at least say something like, I want to see you. How you reply to him? I'm looking forward to it. Okay, a cheery attitude. I wonder how he will reply to this. There's no reply. Oh, here it is. I was so surprised I dropped my phone and then stepped on it by accident. Luckily, it's not broken though. Are you though? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I'll pick you up around noon. I can tell that he's really agitated. He might be suspicious of you, but it looks like he's happy, so maybe that was for the best. Anyway, I guess you have plans now to meet Kent the day after tomorrow. Alright, you just need to get through work tomorrow, and then you have Sunday through Wednesday off. After dinner, we should just review the manual again and do a perfect job tomorrow. Oh, good morning. Grr, it's mine. You're making a lot of mistakes today before yesterday. Are you sure you'll be alright today? I don't want to have to run around cleaning up your mess. Work harder, okay? She made a lot of fun of you the other day. But we both studied last night, and we know little details that you wouldn't normally know. Just watch. Let's go, Yurika. Time to show off your hidden powers to mine and the manager. Master, is there anything else you desire? Madame, please make use of this lap blanket. Huh? It seems like the customer table line has been looking at mine for a while. Maybe we should tell her? I can see it. I can see everything. Right now, we're watching over the cafe with total perfection. Not bad at all. Hehehe, you even got complicated, yes. You're pretty good, Eureka. You were working really hard today. I see, so you changed your work style. Is that really it? Maybe she just was confused for a while because she was reworking her style. No, that's not it, but let's leave it like at that. You should learn from her, mine. Yes, I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? I'm not angry at you. You're really popular among male customers, mine. There are a lot of them who come here just for you, and you should be proud of that. You don't need to you don't need to force yourself to reassure me. Mine. I'm going to go change. Ugh, maybe we hurt her pride. Don't worry about her. You should get changed too. Thomas sure is nice. He really warms up the workplace. Ah, what a refreshing day today was. And all that effort was worth it, although I feel a little sorry for mine, huh? Good work today. Speak of the devil, and does she seem mad? Your work and private life seem to be going really well. I heard from Sawa that you started going out with him. That's great. I haven't congratulated you yet, have I? But why? Why did it have to be him of all people? There are so many other good men out there. Oh gosh. Let's see. There's so many other good men out there. You've got so many to choose from. Tomo's a really nice guy. Shin might be a little harsh, but he's also really attractive. I mean, he is in that uniform. That Ukyu guy who comes to the cafe times was here for you, too. That guy is super hot. Huh, wait a minute. We know Toma, but who are the others? So why? Why would you choose such a blunt, scary, and stubborn guy to go out with? I thought nobody else would fall for him. I thought I would be the only one. Please don't fall in a guy or fall in love with that weird guy. Huh, what? Isn't this a little weird to say to the guy that you're into? Oh, sorry. I did things on this side. I guess mine like Kent. Yuriko, what do you like about him? Ah, here come the tough questions. Please answer me. Can't you at least do that? Well, what do you think you liked about him? I like that he's earnest. There are plenty of guys out there who are really earnest. I won't give up. I'll show you. I'll definitely steal him away from you. I'm cuter and more sociable. I'm good at cooking and I'm talented. And I have a great personality. So you know I can win him over. I won't give up. I'll never give him up to you. Ah, she's gone. What would the past you have done? Would you have gone up against her? Or would you have just let her have him? Nobody but you before you lost your memory knows the answer to that question. Oh gosh, sorry. I'm trying to get to day 9 so that way we can call it because I'm falling asleep at my desk. I don't know why I just had a long nap, but I suddenly feel so tired. I'm so sorry. Alright, starting today, we've got some time off work, and you have that date with Ked today. It's almost time to meet. Maybe you should go outside. It's noon now. Sorry for the wait. Well, he came at exactly noon. What is he, a robot? Let's go. Today I was thinking of walking down the path where we used to meet often before. Walk down memory lane, so to speak. That's a surprisingly normal date. Way to walk? Could that mean that this is going to end up as another walking race? And he's walking too fast and saying nothing. Oh, I think was around where Kent lives. It's a different path that. Oh my goodness. It's different from the path that you take to work, so it's kind of refreshing. Although we don't have time to take in the scenery. You can't catch up to him. Are you okay, Eureka? Quite honestly, Orion, I am not okay, but. Does he seriously think this is a date? He should learn from that playboy friend of his Iki. I think it was, about how to treat a girl right. Wait, is this a grave? Where are we even going? What's wrong? Why aren't you keeping up? Don't you want to talk about anything? Talk? I don't really have anything I want to say. If you want to talk, you should come up with a topic. Wow, he's so unreasonable. All you have are memories from this week. How the heck are you, or what the heck are you supposed to talk about? If you don't say something, he won't start talking. And if he doesn't start talking, he won't stop walking. What will you do? Are you really going to study abroad? What? You're bringing this up now? Wait, that's too direct. Weren't you already supposed to know that he was going abroad? We need to change the subject before he starts questioning us. A coworker told me we're love rivals now. Oh, that's a fairly interesting topic that you've brought up. What kind of reaction do you want from me? You seem bored today, too. It doesn't appear like you have any interest in spending time with me. Top it all off, the topic you brought up was about your coworker being your rival in love. So what about it? Are you saying that you want to introduce me to that other woman? I see, so you have so little enthusiasm for dating me that you wouldn't even confront your coworker about this issue. It must have already be uncomfortable for you to be with me, and having a rival at work on my account would only increase that discomfort. I believe you're trying to hint that you wish to break up. Am I correct in that assumption? What? I'm told that I'm insensitive, but you're the same. Do you honestly think I'd enjoy a topic like that? My opinion hasn't changed from before. I believe it's most efficient for humans to have multiple relationships with the opposite sex over their lives. What? However, it doesn't matter, or it doesn't mean one should have multiple relationships at the same time. I neither have the desire nor the time for such a thing. I'm not even capable of sufficiently attending to you. Of course, if one becomes tired of another, it's almost efficient to immediately break up and move on to the next relationship, but I still believe it's far too early to consider that. In other words, even if there is another woman who has interest in me, that has absolutely no meaning in the present, or at the present. However, have you become tired of me? If that's the case, I can see some meaning in your previous statement. Wait a minute. What's going on? Isn't this an overreaction? You were just trying to make conversation. He's talking about breaking up when you're tired? Does that mean he intends to break up with you when he gets tired of you? Break up with me when you're tired of me? What are you saying? My beliefs haven't changed from before. We've argued over this many times. Have you forgotten? He said this before? Yeah, he said that his opinion didn't change earlier, too. I haven't become tired of you at the present. I'm just simply stating my beliefs. What's with this guy? He kept saying things like this. It would only be natural for you to always be getting mad at him. Wait, huh? What? Your heart was broken by a person you admired? I see, but what about it? Listen, I'm not a real teacher, nor am I your counselor. I simply invited you here as a mathematics lecturer for a short time. Unofficially, that is. At that. What kind of answer are you expecting, coming to me for romantic advice? It's not advice, but idle talk? I see. So you view your failure in love as an interesting antidote. In that case, I'll state my opinion. It's most efficient for living creatures to change the target of their affections, one after another. Sorry. It allows for a large number of emotional experience, and breaking up when one becomes tired of another allows for a higher rate of producing a sizable offspring. In other words, your failed love is quite beneficial as a college experience. You should continue doing the same. Then we slap him. I'd like to hear your reasoning for this. What makes you believe that I deserve a slap from you? Getting dizzy again. What happened? Are you feeling dizzy again? Was your body always this weak? This isn't the time for an argument. Can you walk? I'll accompany you home. You had a date today, but it was such an unpleasant conversation. One of your memories did come back, so I guess it's not a total loss. Anyways, after seeing that memory today, we know two things. That the first is that Kent is going to was going to your university as an unofficial math lecturer. I wonder how you and Kent got to know each other, and what's an unofficial lecturer. The other thing is, it seems like Kent and you didn't get along even back then. Both of the memories you have, or that you have come back, seem to be of fights with Kent. Oh, and if you really didn't get along, you wouldn't talk about your failed relationship with him. Maybe that's what triggered the bitterness in your relationship? Regardless, there's no mistaking that Kent had an important place in your heart. All the memories coming back have been about Kent. Anyway, I think continuing to spend time with him will be the quickest route to recovery. Although you kind of ended up parting on bad terms today. It's okay though. I'm sure that this is just an everyday occurrence for you two. It's likely that I'll call you over to talk again tomorrow, just like on that first day. Ah, here it is, a letter of challenge. Alright, bring it on. I want to talk with you, not argue. If you feel the same way, come to the cemetery. Huh? This isn't a challenge at all. Could Kent be feeling down after the fight yesterday? Let's try going over. He'd like to have a talk without fighting too. You've come. What could he want to talk about? Let's take a little walk. We're walking again? What do you think when we're walking like this? Why do you simply follow along quietly? I don't have much to say. I see, so there's nothing you want to talk to me about. That's not it. Why does he always take everything in such a negative way? She really has nothing to talk about. When she tries to talk, it turns into an argument. You see, there's something that I think about when we walk like this. This path has a lot of couples. Why are they all holding hands while walking? For some reason, I want to hold your hand too, but no matter how I think about it, I can't find a reason to do so. Why is everyone holding hands? Is it a ritual to confirm one's affection? Or is it just one step towards increasing levels of physical contact? And what about in our case? I doubt you have any affection for me, and I think it's too early to increase our level of physical contact. In other words, there's no necessity for this action yet. Why do I want to hold your hand? Why? What do you mean why? Yurika, could this mean? I'm sure you'd become angry if I suddenly grabbed your hand. What reason could I explain this to you? Would you simply shake me off? So we're actually saving for Bad World 2 right now. Or Bad Ending 2. Bad World. Ugh. Huh? Oh, okay. I'm sure you would. Oh, I already. Would you shake it off? I just double clicked. And is it ever necessary to hold hands? Am I simply trying to conform with the couple surrounding us? If I can't find a logical reason, I can't accept it. I mean, it's logical if you want to do it, man. But I like you, and I want to feel your touch. When I walk next to you, can't help but notice your hands, and that makes me walk faster. Maybe it was a little too fast for you to keep up. If so, I apologize. Your attitude towards me has changed since we began dating. You haven't snapped or spoken sharply to me. Thanks to that, the past week has gone by very smoothly for the two of us. I'd like this to continue if possible. However, I can't find a reason why your attitude changed, and I don't know if I should just try to move things forward. I've been thinking about these things during my walk. Do you have any other questions? Tell me why you're always so belligerent. I had to put a lot of effort into confessing, but you're the same as always. For the reason, the reason is likely habit. For the same reason, you're frequently belligerent as well. Even now, I'd like to throw the same question right back at you, and I can hardly contain myself. You told me to say how I really feel, so I gave it a try, but it didn't seem to be effective. If we speak for too long, we'll likely end up arguing again. Let's go back. The wind's pretty cold today. Alright, there's one thing that EQ told me to do. Apparently, it's most appropriate action to take after a fight is giving a gift. I did some research and it seems like the best gift among couples are handmade items. Although, I thought about it, but I couldn't come up with anything but this, so I ended up making this. Is this a handmade math workbook? Burk. I've been hiding since the mood shifted, but after seeing something like this, I can't just sit by without saying anything. You're major in psychology, so statistical calculations are essential, but your ability to calculate is too slow. I believe this will help. Solving even a simple mathematical problem on a daily basis is like exercise for the brain. I'd like to recommend this method to you. What do you think? No, I don't think I need this. I see. You're no longer my student, so I suppose this was an unnecessary concern. I thought I was going a bit too far myself. Don't worry about it. I'll be going home now. I plan to be home tomorrow. I'd like it if you visited if possible. See you later. Wow, today's Kent was really kind. It made me feel weird. And seriously, a handmade math workbook? Alright, Kent was once your math teacher. Maybe he's just worried. It seems like the past you was even more prone to an argument than Kent is now. It really is confusing when someone was so argumentative starts talking normally all of a sudden. But still, it seems like Kent seriously likes you. I was surprised to see such a rational man turn all awkward and humble like he was just now. That fight yesterday must have really affected him. Even more so because you haven't started arguments with him lately. Your memories haven't come back yet, and it seems like you'll be able to build on this relationship. That's good. Do you want to go visit Kentel's or tomorrow for a change? I think you'll be able to be closer to him now. I did it. I made it to where I wanted to. We'll save. The 6th or the 9th. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that off for today. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted. I will hopefully be streaming tomorrow. I hope everyone has a good day. Button, button.